Iron Pig has 2 Gaylord locations, downtown on Main Street and near Otsego Lake on Old 27. For the friendliest, non-foodie dining in North America, check out the Iron Pig Smokehouse online and on Facebook and enjoy.
Join the Lions viewing party in Victory Sports and Entertainment every game day at O'Dowd Casino Petoskey. Just $15 gets you an all-you-can-eat buffet with wings, pizza, Nathan's hot dogs, and gourmet cookies, plus drink specials. Register to win a pair of tickets for the Lions' December 21st game against the Steelers at Ford Field and $100 cash. Register at every Lions watch party inside Victories before December 13th, or register once per day at UpNorthSportsRadio.com by midnight December 13th. From O'Dowd Casino Petoskey and Up North Sports Radio.
Good morning, Northern Michigan, and welcome to Friday Face-Off here on Up North Sports Radio, 101.1 WGRY. Jerry Coyne, Rich Hawkins in studio. And, Rich, the Red Wings, I'm going to be late by 40 seconds. Gordon Miller joining us here with his magnificent Miller Lending hoodie. Okay.
That's right.
I wanted the washed-up old guys hoodie. Isn't there?
It's in production.
It's in production.
It's in production. And
I like it. The washed-up old guys. I love it.
you know, Rich, the one thing that is
washed-up jocks.
Washed-up jocks, yes.
Okay, yes.
But the most annoying thing is when you know you're running a little bit late, and for 40 straight miles you're following a police car.
Oh, that's brutal.
Where is Crawford County?
You're in it.
I didn't realize until I got next to him that all the way from Traverse City, he was just cruising on down to Crawford County.
Well, obviously he was at some, maybe he was transporting someone
prisoner
to the much larger facility in Traverse City, because you really can't, having never visited the jail here, Rich.
Yeah, right. As he winks.
You're right.
It was one night. It's
Visited.
What a night it was.
What a night it was. Yes, right.
Anyways, the Red Wings continued 2 wins in a row out on the West Coast, and one of the second or third best records in the NHL. A dazzling win last night.
Unbelievable win. Coming back like they did, it looked like it wasn't going to happen, and somehow, some way, they get it into overtime by scoring late and then winning a shootout.
No, that's not what happened.
Yeah, that is what happened.
No, they were up 3-1, and
right.
The Kings scored 2 goals with a few minutes left to go in the game, and the Kings actually scored a goal with 30 seconds left to go that was waved off.
Ooh.
Oh, that's it. Yes, that is. Yes, that is. That's.
Ha!
That's right.
He was just doing the Mitch Albom St. Louis Final Four interview thing. I didn't see the game.
I didn't see the game.
I did not see the game at all. I'm going to tell you what I saw.
Neither did I.
There's 3 of us talking about anything that
we didn't see. But what it is the best start by this Wings team in 15 years.
Yeah.
Since 2010.
You know, Dylan Larkin is on a tear.
He is.
He didn't score last night. I think it's the first game of the year that he hadn't scored in.
He got called out politely after game 1, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, and he has responded.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, he didn't score in game 1, and he's been scoring that. He's got 8 goals and 9 assists on this early season. Lucas Raymond came back, which is going to be a big help for them, and.
How about those young guys? How they're?
That has been the change.
I mean, kid. I mean, that has just been crazy.
I couldn't watch Jeff Petrie. No offense to the family. He's
a good family,
right? Couldn't watch him anymore.
Good Metro Detroit family.
He's a great NHL player. We got him at the very end of his career.
Yeah, it was time.
Yeah, God, after the top 2 last year, those other things were bad. They were bad. Let's just say what it was. They were bad.
Yeah.
The goaltending wasn't strong enough to cover for the mistakes that they were making, and that's the one. Who's the number 1 goalie right now? Is it Talbot? Because he's been out playing Gibson a lot.
Yeah, he has. And Talbot was in goal last night. Gibson will go tonight because he used to play for Anaheim. So, but they've both been pretty good, other than Gibson's first start where he got shelled. But again, the defense left him out to dry. They didn't perform very well in that first game. But you know, give McClellan kudos. Man. They played good hockey, and we'll see what happens. You know, usually our early season West Coast road trips have been disastrous in the last few years. But they did get a really good break from the schedule makers for the NHL. They had a lot of games at home. And tonight is the first back-to-back. Yeah, which
right.
is surprising.
They hadn't done a back-to-back all year, which was probably the only team that had been in that situation.
But when you're in L.A., you generally play back-to-backs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. You're not going
trying to get more bang for their buck there.
But they got Vegas and Edmonton lurking in the next couple of days, so that will be a little rubber versus the road kind of thing.
Well, what's perfect about that, though, is now I can get all those flight quotes on Vegas. So he's going to be under a little pressure today when you go to that segment.
I better text him now.
Yes, tell him I want to know every home game Vegas
I'm
plays.
going to actually do that. So
and
we
football.
Don't
And I don't even care if Detroit's playing. I just want to know all the Vegas deals.
Have you been in that? Have you been in that hockey arena?
I've been to T-Mobile. I've been.
Yeah, I heard that's fabulous. There's like a huge disco bar inside the building.
Yeah, we saw Springsteen there in March of '24.
Really?
At T-Mobile. We went out for March Madness. And
awesome.
I'm looking for things to do.
Right.
Hey, guys.
And lo and behold,
we're here till Sunday. What is there to do? And I look up, and it says Bruce Springsteen at T-Mobile Friday night. So T-Mobile I've been to for championship fight. I think that was...
the arena's only, 7 years old?
It was UFC against undefeated champions. So that was Conor McGregor's.
Oh, it was.
Oh, God.
Yes, Conor McGregor's fight. Yes, the one that started off great for 2 rounds, and then he just kind of had no steam left for the rest of the fight.
Right.
But, Vegas is a lot different, though, I will say. So we just went out there for Sphere, saw the Eagles play at Sphere. It's an amazing place to go see concerts because it's so immersive. So like nothing you've ever seen, but I would
have to. That would be the only band I would see in that place because the Eagles are so freaking boring.
Oh, it was good. Vince Gill
they just
sounds
stand
great.
there and don't move.
Carter Fry, Glenn Fry's kid. They change guitars after every song. The harmonies are great.
Some of these guys probably can't move nearly as well.
Yeah. Well, for you, Jerry, the Backstreet Boys will be there. So
yeah, my favorite band. How did you know?
Right, because you wouldn't go see Eagles, but I'm assuming you know.
No, I saw the Eagles once in 1976, and that was enough.
Well, they got better.
I don't think so.
In
fact, I would argue that point to death, but that's something for Q100 Michigan.
All right, fine. Boys of Summer, #1 song of all time. But
yeah, except for
it's
not an Eagles song.
Okay, Don Henley doesn't count?
No.
All right, fine.
As a matter of fact, I would argue the point that Don Henley's solo career is better than the Eagles.
I would argue against that.
Okay, well, good. But
we have another hour, Rich. Can we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, heck yeah.
Add to it, buddy. One. We're gonna be.
Now we're gonna talk. Now we're gonna talk about JC's favorite topic, Wham.
Oh wow. Hey, that's a joke.
You're lucky that that the cameras are on because I would have taken you out with one leg kick. You and Zane both. I'll clunk your heads together like Mo.
The Zaner.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll have all our Vegas information later.
Well, Lisa, I always wanted to see Bruce in Vegas because that's the only time you'd ever see him do Viva Las Vegas, which is one of my favorite songs that Springsteen does.
He did a unique set for that concert.
I'm sure he did.
A totally unique set, and it was.
He does
half of old-time Vegas music.
Yeah.
Right. My kind of town, New York, and all this stuff.
Dude,
He's
that's
okay.
awesome.
I want to see the documentary.
You mean that it's not a film? It's a film, not a documentary. The one that's out right now, that is a full-fledged film.
Based on
nowhere.
They got his name accurate. Other than that, it's entertainment.
If it was a documentary,
well, actually, I know the guy that Warren Zane is the guy that wrote the book. He wrote Tom Petty's autobiography. This is a very who's an ex-musician, very gifted rock writer. But he wrote the book, not authorized by Springsteen, and they developed it into a screenplay. Springsteen signed off on it. It hasn't been doing very well. I mean, the box office.
Oh, is that right?
No.
Okay.
And I had really no interest in seeing it anyways. I've seen enough. I mean, I've seen Springsteen 57 times, and I've seen every documentary. There's been a lot of cinema and film and documentaries made about Bruce, especially if you buy any of his box sets. They also come with a lot of video and everything else. So, that's enough in rock and roll. If you want the real in-depth rock and roll, folks, go to 100.3. I'll be on from 2 to 6. I program this radio station, by the way. Just thought I'd tell you.
All right, fine.
Going back to the Red Wings.
So I'll see you at 4, right in the middle of the show. I'll be back.
They've already seen Edmonton. That's a good thing. Not in their arena, of course,
Right.
but
Edmonton's not playing so great right now.
I know, shockingly, off to a slow start.
It looks like they're not getting
Florida didn't start off well. Boston.
Florida's in bad. I mean, Florida's
Boston
like
finally
3 and
just won
7.
a game or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's.
Well, some of these teams. I mean, they're getting older.
Older.
If you were to just sit there and take a step back and say, are the Florida Panthers just the Golden State Warriors now, because they're coasting? They looked this way last year. Weren't the Wings in the second or third top spot heading into almost February last year, and then all the teams that end up in the Final Four start to. I mean, we were ahead of Carolina.
Yeah,
and
but
we finished about 20 points behind them.
But they had, we've documented this a couple times. The last couple years, they've had the easiest schedule in the NHL in the first half of the season and the hardest in the second. But it's going to catch up to the Panthers just like it caught up to the Wings.
Well,
you
you
can't play
played a lot of hockey.
You end up playing a whole extra season other than the Red Wings, right?
Right, who are rested. They finish in April.
Well rested.
10 straight years.
They
are so rested.
As long as you're not throwing out an oblique playing golf.
Right.
That's a problem.
Well, if you know professional hockey players, that's all they do. That's
yeah.
all they do.
Golf and hockey.
They're all, and for the most part, they're really good golfers.
Yeah.
The only bad Red Wing golfer I've ever played with is Shanahan, and he's atrocious.
Well, that's good. I wanted to know that there was something Brendan could not do.
Yes.
That does make me feel better.
He's still gorgeous.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I actually watched.
I got so tired of hearing him the first 10 years of our marriage. I'm like, oh, he's so hot. I'm like, oh, just shut up. She doesn't listen, so I'm okay. I can say that. I would never say shut up to my wife if she was listening.
Good thing she cannot get this station in
That's right.
Traverse City.
Oh no, my wife is listening. She was an Adam Oates fan.
Adam Oates was really good looking.
Yeah. I was on every day for 5 years. My wife did not listen once. She refused to listen because she knew I was going to embarrass somebody by the time I was done with those 5 years.
It's like Cheryl does not listen to me very often, and I go, did you hear that? I dedicated a song to you and everything else. She says, no, I don't. You upset me too much.
And you said, well, I actually dedicated the whole show to you,
Right,
honey, sweetie.
Honey,
because she's not
there's
listening.
nothing I've done with my wife for 4 hours.
Well, so much for that commercial. They're not sponsoring this show, are they? Because, after 4 hours, I'm going to the hospital.
Yeah, call your doctor.
I'm going to the hospital. Right?
Call your doctor, go over and say, hey, look, 4 hours.
Yeah. My wife would be like, hey, look, it's been an hour. You're going to the hospital.
Boy, this is going off the rails somewhat.
my wife did respond. She said, "Loved Adam Oates," with lots of exclamation points.
Well,
no response here.
Keith Gave is not here. Gave covered the Wings. He was the Red Wings beat writer for
ever.
And he and I have exchanged stories about Adam Oates and Sean Burr. They had ladies following them around constantly. And that's all I'll say.
That's all you need to say.
And they had to go through Keith to get to the players.
No. Keith is probably listening, and we won't talk about it.
I just meant they would slip him a note to pass on.
But read Keith's book.
I've never met Keith. I'm not.
Well, no, he never wrote a book about that. And
No.
he should.
Yeah.
Because, he's got great stories about the Goose Loonies. You remember the Goose Loonies controversy? That's when the Wings first made the playoffs.
Right, yes,
and in Edmonton.
Edmonton,
and
right.
everybody got drunk, and there was actually a fight at Goose Loonies. And
Oh,
the police,
okay.
Yeah. So that's what Keith's next project should be. In fact, if he's not listening, I'm going to text him about it. Should go back to the Jacques Demers, the beginning of the Red Wings dynasty.
Well, and that Probert was on that team then, right? And
well, he was around the whole Russian Five. So
that's the book.
That's the book. His
that is
book.
the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give you the book.
Okay,
you haven't read the book?
No, I
that's
haven't read the
fantastic.
book. I've just seen the documentary 10 times.
You have seen the documentary.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, well, Keith
was in that.
Yeah, well, it's based on Keith's book.
He was the one that was.
Yeah. No, we sold a lot of copies.
He got the exclusive rights. He made sure he got that to be able to write that, which is way smart.
But, Keith was, in the inner circle of the Red Wings for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, if you read the beginning of the book, he was approached by Lights about contacting Fedorov
because he's a former Russian interpreter.
Russia.
Yeah.
So, That's the beginning of the book. I won't give away the rest of it. If you haven't bought the book, go on Amazon and buy it, folks. I was wondering if that was gay.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, JC.
I wasn't sure where we were.
More, he says, more.
Yeah.
I thought it was Cheryl saying, "Take my voice off of your show. My name,
Get
everything."
my name out of your mouth.
She cannot get this radio station at our house in Fife Lake. So
Good, you're safe. All right.
That's true.
100.3 you can, 101.1 you can't.
All right.
But no, it's look at from a business standpoint. I love the Red Wings to be popular, because we have to play them. We pay for them to be on the radio, and
things are better when they're better.
It's part of our Tigers package. It's a pretty complicated relationship that we have for broadcast for the Ilitch organization, and we broadcast Pistons too when there's no conflicts.
Yeah.
Pistons also looking pretty good. Cade Cunningham. Watch out.
I made the mistake of going Monday against Cleveland.
Oh, that was too bad, yeah.
They shot 26%.
Yeah.
It was brutal. I never thought they'd win another game, and then here came Orlando, and of course
Orlando's good. They've got,
Banchero.
I mean, if we had Banchero along with Cunningham.
We went through this we're Duke season ticket holders, so in the winter I'll be at Cameron Indoor, and Paulo is
What
one
do
of
those run?
Oh, well, it depends on the gift level. The tickets themselves.
Did you have any? But none of your did any of your kids go to the school?
No.
Yeah, it's impossible to get into.
Yeah, when I first came down there in '96, I was a mortgage sponsor, of course.
Miller Lending, we funded.
That's
Cameron
right.
So we
built this building.
Part of that package was we had season tickets to Cameron, and we were actually on the floor for the first 10 years of that deal.
Wow.
Which in Cameron was amazing because you could
shit,
yell
yeah.
to the chair next to you could not hear.
Yeah.
The Duke Carolina games on the floor, you could not hear anything at all. And some of those finishes were just incredible.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
But you would see these guys all coming through, and you're like, oh my God, I wish the Pistons could get Jason Tatum. He's going to be a star, and it just kept going with them. Like from Kyrie Irving, who only played about 9 games for
9 games,
for
that's
Duke.
about right. Yeah.
But you just went superstar to superstar.
Yeah.
And I really expected more out of Marvin Bagley, which was a disappointment. The Pistons didn't really get a whole lot out of him either. But
that was his 4th stop.
Yeah, exactly. He had already
that happens.
Paulo in college was.
There's very few
great.
Duke players
Just
that have
great.
actually been. That is the comparison for me when people go, well, who's a better coach, Coach K or Roy Williams or Dean Smith? Okay, and I said, well, look at how many guys from North Carolina are in the NBA Hall of Fame, and look at how many Duke players are in the NBA Hall of Fame, because it's like 4-1.
Right.
So Duke never had as much talent as North Carolina. They just were better coached.
Yeah, no, the first year I got down there was a couple guys, Vince Carter and Antoine Jameson. They were okay.
Yeah, they were okay.
They were all right.
But I mean, Paulo in college.
Jerry Stackhouse.
We sat there. He lived in
Rasheed Wallace.
Stackhouse partied. He had a party house in my sub back in Chapel Hill. Jerry's a good guy. I'm not going to say anything, but he had a lot of people over at the house all the time.
Well, Jerry's lucky that he hasn't been an NBA coach, because he would be in the same boat as Chauncey Billup as far as hosting card games.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I was going. And
Stackhouse and Iverson and those guys.
Lived there for a while.
Yeah.
Michael was over
Gee,
there
Michael
for a while.
Jordan
Yeah.
gambled?
No.
Yeah,
Get
what?
out.
No,
I never knew that about him.
Not at all. But other than Paulo at Duke, which we were praying somehow the Pistons got that one, and they kept falling down in the draft. The only one that they stayed at was Cade.
Yeah.
But I mean, they fell, and we're watching Wemby, and it's like, oh my God, if the Pistons they tanked for if they could get Wemby, everything changes.
Of course, he was going to San Antonio.
Of course, he was going to San Antonio. And of course,
exactly.
Cooper Flagg was going to Dallas.
I will say this: Wemby is
It's all
obviously a unicorn.
He sure is.
Is the NBA draft rigged? Can we now admit it?
Well, you could have
Since
Steve
they're
DeButcher,
so
but he's
involved in
dead.
gambling. Well, I wasn't
But
talking
Jalen
Patrick
Duran
Ewing,
is
but-
turning into a very serious basketball player.
We just
Is
need to
he
keep him on the
22 yet?
court.
I don't think he is 22 yet. I don't think he could.
He was like the youngest guy in the
came in
NBA there a couple of years ago. I mean, he was young.
You know, Cooper Flagg's 18 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he was. Yeah, he took. Yeah,
18. He was fun to watch last year.
I'll bet.
In person.
Yeah.
He was.
No, he's got great court savvy. He's got a lot of Larry Bird in him.
great vision.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
He's got it all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see where he goes. We had a quick topic yesterday was which former players made the worst NBA coaches. There's a big list.
What former players, Magic Johnson,
Magic was right there.
is the worst.
Yes, Magic was
The
at the
worst.
top. Yes, you
Yes.
got that.
He
clip.
coached a Lakers team. Look, I've known Magic for a long
He's the only
frickin'
coach
time.
that lost with the Lakers.
Yeah, with 10 All-Stars on the team.
Yeah. And Larry Bird was a good coach.
Larry Bird was a surprisingly good coach.
Yeah.
Isaiah with the Knicks was not such a good coach.
Oh.
No, Isaiah was not poor. You know, he was a very good coach at Indiana, and then Bird was made director of basketball operations. You ever heard that story? So Isaiah, they made the playoffs, and they won a playoff series with Isaiah coaching the team. And then whoever the owner of the Pacers was at the time brought in Bird to be director of basketball operations. And Bird tells the story, and Isaiah, it's like, oh yeah. And he goes,
back to
called
the Olympic team.
after the like, Isaiah, fantastic job with the team. You're fired. That was the end. That was their meeting. The meeting was faster than the Aaron Rodgers fly into New York.
Thank
to
you
be
for your
fired.
time.
We're not doing this dream team thing anymore now than we did back in the Olympics. You are
Larry
gone,
and
sir.
Isaiah are not good friends. In fact,
not at all.
Isaiah doesn't have very many friends because he is a complete and total a-hole.
Yeah, he's a challenging guy.
No, he's an a-hole.
He's actually two different people, which is fascinating.
Well, yeah, because in front of the camera,
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
that
yeah.
soft
Oh, my God.
spoken.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds
That big
like
smile.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, give me some government cheese.
Yeah, right. There's a whole book there.
Oh yeah,
Who does Keith know on the
Isaiah?
other
I
side?
could
Right.
write. I've got a couple Isaiah stories that cannot be told on the radio.
I've got a couple Magic stories that can't either, but you probably know more of those than I do.
I surely do.
Yes, no doubt.
I've danced around the time when Magic took me to the Playboy Mansion.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
Yeah,
right.
So
And
that was a great day for Magic.
because boy, you bring Jerry in there, and it was carte blanche.
And it
Jerry,
was-
whatever you guys want, the grotto's there. Do whatever you
Yeah.
want. Right. Yes. Sure.
Well, let's put it this way: there was a lot of beautiful women there, and at the time, okay, this is at my peak physical powers.
Oh,
Okay?
boy.
I was fairly handsome. I had no gray hair. I had like 2% body fat, and I'm walking around in
a Speedo.
in a Speedo, and nothing. Not even a second glance. I'm like, oh, there you go.
now Magic
Magic got more than a second glance.
by more than one. Yes, that was.
And we
yes,
will head to
right.
break now. Here on Up North Sports Radio's Finding Fairways. Friday Face-Off, brought to us by TVCAirport.com.
TVC's tip of the day. It's time to book your holiday and winter getaway, and TVC is ready to take you there. Whether you're visiting family and friends or chasing sunshine on southern beaches, TVC is the perfect flight for you. This fall, fly nonstop to Boston with JetBlue and experience the vibrant colors of autumn in the Northeast. Or choose from top carriers like American, Delta, and United. Plus enjoy ultra-low fares on Allegiant. Seats are filling fast. Book your holiday and winter travel today. Explore all your flight options at TVCAirport.com. Think you know football? Go head-to-head for prizes with the Traverse City Record Eagles' own pro, senior sports writer James Cook. Pick your winners for every Sunday NFL matchup at record-eagle.com. If you beat James, you'll be entered to win a weekly prize from our Record Eagle sponsors. Make your picks each week, plus get contest rules and details at record-eagle.com/NFL Pick'em. Can you show up one of Northern Michigan's most trusted sports voices? James Cook's NFL Sunday Pick'em at record-eagle.com.
If it gets dark any earlier, I'm just not going to get up at all. Don't forget to set your clocks back this weekend, Q Nation.
This reminder is brought to you by Wexford Jewelers, Northern Michigan's favorite jeweler.
Who knew? Fresh air is a destination, a place to breathe in the lapping waves of Torch Lake and explore the tree-lined trails of Northern Michigan. A place to connect with nature and each other, one-on-one, in the waves, woods, and wonder of Bel Air. When you're looking to escape the everyday, Breathe in the magic of northern Michigan at Shanty Creek Resort in Bel Air and online at shantycreek.com.
Hey, it's Anthony Bellino from Spin on Sports, Michigan Sports Dog Morning Show on the Great Voice Radio Network. Heard live weekday mornings from 6 to 9 right here on Up North Sports Radio 101.1 WGRY. Whether it's Tigers, Pistons, Red Wings, Lions, Michigan State, the Big Ten, the Mid-American Conference, all the headlines, all the stories, and always Michigan teams first. It's all right here on Spin on Sports, weekday mornings from 6 to 9 on the Great Voice Radio Network. Heard locally on Up North Sports Radio 101.1 WGRY.
It's time for Destination NFL/NHL with Kevin Klein from Cherry Capital Airport. Kev, just before we get to the Wings and the Lions, how excited were you to see your son kick the winning extra point in the Patriot game?
Oh, I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him. When you say at that moment you just can't watch, I tell you, I watched because right before he left for the game, I said to him, hey, you might have to kick it to win it. All I want you to do is focus and do your best, and whatever happens the next morning will be the next morning. And he laughed at me, and he said, nah, Dad, we're going to score enough. Don't worry about it. And then it happened. Yeah. It happened. And so I said to him today, I said, what's going to happen? And he said, Dad, we're going to score enough.
Well, if they can't contain Drew Esper again, yeah, I think they'll score enough. But that's
going to be another great game. Best part about it, these two schools, the rivalries, high school football, Friday night, in the rain. What's better,
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the crowd is like, considering it's Halloween and a lot of other things. There's no way there'll be as many people as there was at the Patriot game. But it will be must-watch TV, must-hear TV with Rich and JJ on the call. Kevin, what have we got going to see the Lions on the road?
Well, you got coming up here with the Commanders, 3:39 going to see the Washington Commanders and the Lions play. Great price to get in there. Eagles, 432.
That's a double now after from 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But what is holding great still right now is that December 14th, flying United Airlines, and American Fares, too, is right close to it, $289 to L.A. on December 14th.
Wow.
It's never that way.
It's never that. You can't fly to Los Angeles for that. I know that air rates are pretty low right now, other than over the holiday.
Yeah. Well, even the holiday with the Vikings, $313 to Minneapolis. That's a pretty good fare. And then following up on the Bears, $179 to Chicago.
Yeah,
so, you can't even drive to Chicago for that.
No, not at all. And then Gordon wanted to know what it would cost for him to fly to Vegas to see him play the Golden Knights, the Red Wings.
Well, that's a quick turn, so it's a little more expensive. It's around $900.
Ooh.
So, yeah, that's a tough one last minute to go to.
Yeah.
But the Rangers, a few weeks later, $279 is really good. The Devils later in November is $470. Boston, $648, not too bad. But you go back and you flip that around later when they play Boston again, it's not bad at all. It's very cheap, about half the price. But even going out west to Seattle in December, $289.
Wow, that's a long time to be in the air for $289.
Yeah. Here's one for you. Jerry, we always talk about the Canadian airfares being expensive.
They are.
Well, that series in December where they go to see the Canucks, the Flames, and the Oilers. $566, $526, $416 going to Edmonton. So prices going to Canada right now are pretty great. Normally those are about $1,000.
Yeah.
So, so that's good stuff that are out there. Later in January, Pittsburgh's $283, and then
Penguins are having a great year.
Montreal in January is $361.
And then, of course, Allegiant for your winter warm-ups.
Well, there you go. jump on to Punta Gorda, right now on this weekend. 242 round trip if you stay a week. 183 going to Tampa for staying a week. You can't beat that round trip.
No. Well, Kevin, you are always giving us the good news for the airfares out of Cherry Capital Airport, and best of luck tonight with TC West and your son Nick.
All right. Well, thank you for all the support. I love I've listened to your broadcast like 100 times, being the proud papa. So
Well, yeah, you got to turn the volume down because JJ, I think he dropped a testicle when. Nick Clyde Hansen!
It was awesome.
It's okay.
Awesome.
Well, I should charge you for that. You can't watch it 100 times. We got to get.
Hey, get those numbers up, baby. Get those numbers up. Lots of views. I
tell you.
All right, Kev.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll check in with you next week.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, just reliving that moment. I knew Kevin would just absolutely love it.
Oh, what do you mean? It's part of West lore now.
Yeah. Yep, for sure.
Yep.
For sure.
Those are the moments where you basically figure out where your child is headed in the future. Our story was way back when. My son played a lot of travel baseball, and the first time that he got into a game was the two starters got wild. It was bad. We were hanging on to a lead, and it was bases loaded, nobody out. And they went to him, and it was the first time they used him. And I went to one of the parents, and I said, "This is going to tell me an awful lot about him.
Right.
He's either going to come in and just heart pounding out of his chest, or he's going to figure it out." 5 pitches later, the inning was over, and I said, "That kid's going to be successful one day." And they continue to say, every coach that had him is like, he doesn't have a heartbeat.
Yeah.
He is
just
the most
even
calm.
keel, no matter what.
If there was an error, didn't react. If there was a bad call by an ump, didn't react, which I wish Scooble would do and Flaherty would do.
Yeah.
But, and I pitched. And of course, Jerry played basketball at a different level. But when you get in those situations, you learn a lot about yourself.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
A lot of times
really do.
You never even get in that position. Like, I never had the opportunity to take a game-winning shot in high school or college. I had some in pickup games and stuff like that, but it just, the moment doesn't always come to you that way.
Right.
I mean,
when those moments come though, that's especially as a dad. Oh my God.
Oh sure.
Oh, I know. My son Nick hit a 3-pointer to beat Troy when he was at Seaholm.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty
good
cool.
School.
Yeah.
Yeah, I coached baseball there 1 year. Yeah.
All right, the Detroit Lions are back at it this week. Enough of your son, who works for Miller Lending.
Well, he's part owner. Give him that much. It's
Why is he part owner?
Because it's nepotistic.
Okay, there you go. Thank you.
Plain
is
and
that
simple.
a word?
Sheer honesty.
Nepotistic.
Well, I didn't want to say nepotism, so I figured
nepotistic.
it was,
we will look that up.
Right, yes. It's very nepotistic of me to go ahead and hire my son, yes.
So, J.J. McCarthy.
Oh, boy, with no backup. Carson Wentz out for the year.
Well, there's got to be a backup.
It's an undrafted free agent, I believe.
Yeah, bringing up off the practice squad, I believe. And
Ooh.
JJ.
Wow.
With Aiden Hutchinson and $164 million in his
freshly minted Aiden Hutchinson. Mm-hmm. So good for him.
That'll be an interesting meeting in the backfield.
Oh yeah, Aiden's already talked about it a little bit. Talking about it'd be nice to go up against his former teammate
and renew acquaintances. A former teammate who's not overly accurate, which would suggest that this game possibly could turn into another Bears type of game.
It could,
because the thing that I kept reading over and over the last month or two was the fact that all these teams were going to go at Hutch.
Right.
And you saw it. You saw him get chop blocked. You saw, a couple teams really dirty that I thought. I think it was the Cleveland game where they really chopped him. So the common thread here would be, you think JJ's ankle's going to make it through the first half even? Well, he's going to have to run a bit, and the Branch is going to be back.
The Vikings have got some problems. The Vikings offensive line has got a number of starters out. The defense is not playing nearly as well as prognosticated.
Not at all.
Yeah, this is a weird game.
And Goff has done well against this defense.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, most quarterbacks don't fare well against the blitzes that are coming this way. But I tell you what, Goff, knock on wood, has seemed to figure it out.
But when's the last time you saw the Vikings getting 8.5 points from the Lions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
and
I did.
I saw some absurd stat. The Vikings are like 40-2 in their last 42 games in Detroit.
That doesn't sound right.
I know there was. What do you mean? I know for a fact that they had lost to them 29 games in a row.
Well, yeah,
okay,
I remember Fran
half of those would be on the row.
Fran Tarkenton and Joe Cap. I'm talking recent history.
I'm talking about recent history. The Lions have won the last 2 games at Ford Field. Before that, they had lost a number of decades worth of games at home, dating all the way back to the Silverdome.
I'd have to. I know there was a long, crappy streak that was going on in there, but I don't recall losing to the Vikings every year. Other than Thanksgiving.
There you go. I didn't have Bud Grant on the
bingo card,
But I'm just telling you, I think the Lions will win this game. The question is,
I think they'll win it handily.
Okay.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, I
think they'll cover the 8.5.
I do.
JJ's going to be a little bit rusty, I believe. Rusty. I just think with the trouble, like you mentioned, JC, that offensive line is beaten up. They're not playing very well. The defense isn't nearly as effective as it's been in the last couple of years.
And the Lions' home field advantage is more
real.
than real. Yeah.
It is real.
So when you've got JJ coming back after an ankle and you don't have Carson Wentz to back him up, do you not think that game plan is going to be a little bit more, let's not do a whole lot of running, JJ, because we were hoping you make it through
we
the
need
whole
to
game.
keep you upright in this game.
Well, he does have some pretty good wide receivers.
Well, he
sure does.
Jefferson guy's okay. Yeah,
he's okay.
He's okay.
Jefferson
Addison is okay. Hockenson is okay.
Yep.
Although he has drops and fumbles. I'm over TJ. I was happy with the way that all turned out. But
I was too eventually. But I questioned it initially, but overall it's worked out well.
Has anybody heard anything about as far as, we played the Vikings 3 times last year, and the only time we shut down Jefferson was, I believe, Amik Robertson. Is that right?
Yeah, he had a great game against him, and that was in the playoff game. Yeah.
And when Arnold played against him, he got torched. So do we have any, because technically Arnold's back, would Robertson go to the bench? Please don't say that.
No.
For right now, he's got to be the one to take JJ. I'll call them both JJ, but Robertson does a really good job.
He does.
I actually liked him with the Raiders, and I was happy when they got him, and I was surprised he wasn't.
I like the way he played last year in crucial times when he got playing
Davis.
time.
He outplayed Carlton Davis at times, and then Carlton Davis got a big contract, and he's been poor. Because he's been exposed.
All right, let's go through the rest of the sheet.
Oh, you don't want to talk about the Vikings anymore?
No, why?
Do the Lions make a trade before the trade deadline Tuesday?
Oh my God, it's Tuesday.
Yeah,
wow,
it's upon us. So,
well, if they were smart, they would.
They'll get another edge. Zadarius Smith type, like $8-9 million type of edge, not a Trey Hendrickson type.
Would you trade Aiden Hutchinson straight up for Myles Garrett?
No.
Oh, I would.
He's younger.
He's not that much younger. Myles Garrett is a force.
Five sacks in the game last week. He did all right.
Hutch had 5 sacks last year.
It would make sense. It would make a lot of sense for the Browns to move him because he's the best player, the best defensive player. He's better than Micah Parsons.
Oh, well, yeah. Parsons to me hasn't. Yeah, I mean, he's good.
No, Parsons is a fine football player.
He's good.
He sure is.
Yeah, but Myles Garrett is Aaron Donald.
He's such a beast.
He cannot be blocked
physical
one-on-one.
Freak.
He defends the run and the pass. Yeah. So, I mean, he's a game wrecker. He's a total game wrecker.
Yeah, he's a 4-down player.
He's and the desire, the chart, is off the charts. Mm-hmm. I would not be surprised to see him moved, because where are the Browns going?
Right, their defense has been good. I mean, where are they going? They're going to get another quarterback. Is where they're going. I mean, Dylan Gabriel can't throw the ball. He can't throw the ball 50 yards.
People keep talking about Ben Johnson and how well he's doing with Caleb Williams, But, I mean, Caleb pissed that game away with that INT, and he throws. That's the same thing, I'm like, everybody's on the Jordan Love bandwagon now. Okay?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yes, right.
Oh, they overreact to, oh, my God.
And they should wipe the floor with Carolina. I mean, not only is the Panthers suck, but they're playing in Green Bay, and the Panthers truly suck on the road.
Yeah.
So, but the Bears are playing the Bengals. It would not surprise me if the Bengals won that football game.
No, you talk about the funniest, I guess the best part of social media, like with Twitter, now called X,
right,
is just the Bear fans, the Bear beat writers, going into that Ravens game without Lamar. This was our marquee win to define our season moving forward with Ben Johnson. Caleb Williams is an MVP candidate. After they lost that game, Caleb Williams is a bust.
Yeah.
He can't read defenses.
No, that's
every week's an overreaction.
Same writers.
Yeah. Especially Chicago and New York. I mean,
oh my God.
It's just, you got to do something. Probably the mysterious game of the week for me is Denver at Houston.
Houston's hot.
What do you mean? They won a game?
They're hot.
Yeah.
What's their record? They were like 4-4.
They had struggled until last week.
They struggled early, and then they were playing better. They had some.
Well, they played a Niners team that is just decimated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I'm happy.
I'm surprised the Niners hung in there as long as they did.
Niners were the worst 4-1 team in the NFL at that time. Yeah, we saw that coming.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're still winning football games.
The Niners?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not worried about the Niners this year.
So I've got Houston as a 1.5 favorite at home there.
Really?
That's what's showing on CBS.
Well, that's moved
the
because
most
it was
updated.
1.5. The Broncos.
The other way? Okay.
Yeah. So other than losing to Seattle, who's playing a lot better than I expected, but that's Sam Darnold shining again.
Can you explain to me the Atlanta Falcons?
I was going to try to explain how the Texans blew out the Ravens, but geez, I mean, I don't know what Houston is. I don't know what Atlanta is.
Atlanta's
they
played one
game.
as far as I've seen, one good game,
well,
and then everyone jumped on their bandwagon.
They beat Buffalo and very handily, and
then went to Carolina.
How is this coach not? I mean,
then went to Carolina and got shut out.
There's
Atlanta.
Played bad. I mean, there's no consistency whatsoever. Horrible at times.
If you were going to tell me the NFL was rigged in a script, it would be based on Atlanta.
Yeah.
The whole story would just be the Atlanta Falcons 2025. I've never seen a team more up and down than what's going on with them. I mean, honestly,
they had to play
impressive victories followed by really impressive blowout losses.
They had to play. What's his name?
Oh, yeah, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. And he's washed. He cannot play football anymore.
So the Vikings reacquiring him as a
Kirk has made a lot of money playing football.
Well, you saw the Dolphins play last night, and they beat Atlanta in Atlanta.
Which is shocking.
24-10.
Because
and they stopped Bijan Robinson, who 2 weeks ago everybody was like, the best player in football.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, no, really?
Yeah.
No, Baker Mayfield was the best player in football 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing.
Now Jonathan Taylor is
the best. Yes.
Correct. Yes. Now we've switched again.
Yes.
It's the
well. I always thought Taylor was a great fit for Indianapolis. You know, he played at Wisconsin. The guy's just a fantastic running back, and the Colts have the Colts have a fantastic offensive line.
They sure do.
I'm glad Taylor from Wisconsin didn't play professional football in Wisconsin.
Yes.
Well, guess what? You got your wish.
But yeah, Quentin Nelson on that offensive line is.
Well, no, the whole offensive.
Oh yeah, they're all really good.
Round draft picks
but yeah,
let's take a quick break. We'll come back to finishing out the rest of the NFL bracket for the week after these words from our fine partners on Up North Sports Radio's Friday Faceoff, brought to us by TVCAirport.com.
It's time for the Up North Sports Radio Northern Michigan Trail Report, brought to you by your Michigan Toro authorized dealer, Outdoor Equipment Co. in Houghton Lake, Lansing, and Detroit. OutdoorEquipCO.com. Toro, count on it.
I'm Alyssa Sullivan, outdoor enthusiast and your host. Heads up, ORV riders, as we head into November, it's time to talk about the rifle deer season hunting restrictions. The dates you need to know are November 15th through November 30th, and during this period, it's mandated quiet hours on all state-managed trails in areas open to public hunting. From November 15th through the 30th, the use of ORVs is prohibited during 2 key blocks of time, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., and again from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. daily. This rule is designed to reduce the noise and disturbance for firearm hunters. The goal is to keep everyone safe and respectful. It is critical to observe these quiet hours. You can still ride outside of these times, and designated trails generally remain open. But always check your local postings and the DNR website for the very latest updates before you head out. Visit upnorthsportsradio.com and I'll show you some of the best UTVs for hunters.
This has been your Up North Sports Radio Northern Michigan Trail Report, brought to you by your Michigan Toro authorized dealer, Outdoor Equipment Co. in Houghton Lake, Lansing, and Detroit. OutdoorEquipCo.com. Toro, count on it. Mowing the yard will no longer be a chore with a Toro Time Cutter, built to tackle big jobs while fitting in small spaces with zero-turn maneuverability. Getting on and off the mower is a breeze with a step-through front end. Comfort comes standard with a seat that provides the ultimate in padding and back support. The Toro Time Cutter is available in a variety of deck sizes and special features. Head to your local Toro authorized dealer, Outdoor Equipment Co. in Houghton Lake, Lansing, and Detroit, or visit OutdoorEquipmentCo.com. Toro, count on it.
Who knew? Fresh air is a destination, a place to breathe in the lapping waves of Torch Lake and explore the tree-lined trails of northern Michigan. A place to connect with nature and each other, one-on-one, in the waves, woods, and wonder of Bel Air. When you're looking to escape the everyday, breathe in the magic of northern Michigan at Shanty Creek Resort in Bel Air and online at shantycreek.com.
I'll set my alarm clock back an hour this weekend, if I can find where it landed in the yard.
Fall back this weekend, Q Nation.
This reminder is brought to you by Wexford Jewelers, Northern Michigan's favorite jeweler.
Sports fans, check out UpNorthSportsRadio.com for all your Detroit sports action. Get full schedules for the Wings, Pistons, Tigers, Lions, and U of M football. Catch Friday Faceofff live and hit the links with JC on episodes of Finding Fairways. Our high school sports guru, Rich Calkins, hosts the High School Scoreboard Show. And don't miss Traverse City West Titan football and boys basketball action. Catch games live or see past episodes on the podcast page. Real sports fans, go to UpNorthSportsRadio.com.
Welcome back to Friday Face-Off on Up North Sports Radio, brought to us by Shanty Creek. Lindsay Southwell is not available for us, but you've got a few interesting things coming up at Shanty Creek. Tomorrow is the Bel Air Community Craft Show at the Lakeview Hotel. There are over 100 vendors with all arts and crafts and holiday hookups. This is a great event to visit for those who are looking for the perfect holiday gifts. If you didn't know, Rich does, but that you have not only the Thanksgiving buffet at Shanty Creek, but you can get turkeys in all their meals to go. So if you do not want to bother with putting together your Thanksgiving meal, well, you can get it all from Shanty Creek. Go to shantycreek.com, and you can make those reservations to come in and pick up your turkey and your stuffing and your gravy and all the other fixings that go along with it. And then we're heading into ski season. At the end of November, every year Warren Miller has a brand new movie that they play at Ivan's on Black Friday, and the Saturday before that, or excuse me, the Saturday after Black Friday is the Ski Swap, which is a great event that they have each and every year at Shanty Creek. If your family has outgrown their skis, you can swap them and move them along to other people. It's a great way to keep folks on the slope. So go to shantycreek.com for all the details. Why are the Niners favored over the Giants? I mean, I shouldn't ask that question. I think why are the Niners only giving 2.5 to the Giants?
Is Jackson Dart hurt?
No, but Cam Scatterbo is gone.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate injury.
It is. I agree. And man, was Jackson Dart upset?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, those guys are buds.
They are buds. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. No, that was a real bummer to see that because of the energy both those guys brought to the Giants team. It was cool to see. Just a
broke down Niners team heading to New York. and the Giants are 2.5-point underdogs at home. That's just like you said, Gordo. There is a lot of head-scratching lines this week.
It's not like they didn't just get back everybody healthy.
They didn't get anybody back.
Didn't get anybody back. So
I mean, it's Christian. What is it?
McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Not a Koye.
McCaffrey left, McCaffrey right, McCaffrey up the middle, punt.
Right.
That's it.
One-dimensional.
Yeah, I would think the Giants have to win this game. I mean, you can't, as a Giant fan, sit there and lose these kind of games and then watch Daniel Jones become the league MVP.
Well, what do you mean? They watched it last year with Saquon Barkley.
Boy, they are really stocking the league. Who are they going to deal next? Give us like Thibodeau, and he'll be Defensive Player of the Year next year.
Who's the guy they got out of Penn State?
Oh yeah,
was
that
it
kid
Carter.
Carter, yeah.
He hasn't.
I haven't heard much about him.
No, they got Thibodeau and who is it? Trevor Lawrence. Or not Trevor Lawrence.
Dexter.
Yeah, Dexter Lawrence.
Yes.
No, the Giants' defense is
but
the defensive line is stacked.
Carter's name doesn't come up.
No, I don't hear anything about him.
Giants is who I would be calling because the Lions obviously heavily scouted Thibodeau back when they drafted Hutch, and to pair those two together might be a little bit of fun.
Don't know what to the Colts and the Steelers game is another game that's really interesting to me. Like the Colts are on a roll, but who have they beaten? I mean, they beat they lost to the Rams. That's their one loss because they. No. Who was it the Cardinals that they fumbled? No, who did they lose in that bizarre game when the wide receiver didn't cross the goal line, fumbled it?
Oh, jeez, was that game?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
that was an Arizona running back that dropped the ball, right?
No. I'm talking about the Colts' only loss is that wide receiver. Not only did he throw the ball up in the air before he got into the end zone, then they had a punt return. They go back for a touchdown or a touchdown for a pass that he had offensive PI on.
That's all right. They will be renamed nameless. They'll just remain nameless. But yeah, no, I don't. If I was a betting man, I would be betting on the Giants. I would not be betting on anybody else. I would probably take the Colts until they lose. I'm not a big Aaron Rodgers fan at this point. I was pretty disappointed with the effort against
Green Bay.
So it was
the Rams was their only loss.
Yeah, and that's why.
Green Bay
that's
was
the
was
27-20.
Yeah.
Yep.
But because of two fatal errors by the same wide receiver, who surprisingly is still on
the team. Yeah, that's the most surprising thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pull for the Giants in that one. They deserve.
Stop with the Giants. Jesus.
All right, the Colts. I'm gonna ride with the Colts. Let's talk about.
What about the Chargers and the Titans?
Talk about the Titans. The strong Mike Vrabel's Tennessee Titans. What a great move that was.
That was.
Oh my God.
Well, that's the Patriots playing the Falcons. And the way things are going, this is the Falcons. Bijan will run for 400 yards, and the Patriots. Everybody, is on the Vrabel Drake May wagon.
Yes.
Former UNC quarterback.
Yeah.
Lighten it up.
Playing well.
Unlike Caleb Williams.
Is Seattle for real? I guess we won't know. I mean, I don't know if Jaden Daniels is going to play in this.
Oh, I'm assuming that he's going to be rested one more
week.
I
think he is. I think I saw something where he is going to play in this game.
Oh, is he?
I thought I saw something, but again, I could have been half asleep.
Because I was starting to think that with the NFL that, JJ was healthy, but they saved him for the Lions. It's like, here we go again.
Right.
So Daniels won't play 4 games until he gets to Detroit, and then he'll play the Lions.
Do the Buffalo Bills get their collar up and win? They always beat the Chiefs
in the regular season. Yep.
They haven't played particularly well, and Chiefs look like a wagon right now.
They do. Yeah. The shocking thing is how bad Buffalo's looked, actually.
And they lost Ed Oliver for the rest of the season.
Oh, is that a season? I didn't know it was a season ending.
Torn bicep.
Oh. Pass rush, runs. He was a good D tackle.
Yeah, he's a very good D tackle. A lot like Aleem McNeil, as a matter of fact.
A lot. It's very
same style
similar.
Of player. The only thing that I would, kind of hang my hat on for the Bills is that
home game.
Maybe they learned their lesson, and James Cook is getting the ball a lot because the guy can run.
Yes.
And the Bills' pass run blocking is pretty solid.
Yeah, behind Big Dawson there and all that.
And the Chiefs are not the greatest against stopping the run.
Yeah.
So, I mean, from outward appearances, that would be my game plan.
Right.
In Buffalo, Buffalo seems to play a little bit better against them as well. And I think the key to this game is going to be whether or not the Chiefs get a penalty. If they go penalty-free, I'm going to predict that they're going to win the game. Yeah. But I did enjoy watching the following week when on the first series there was a big penalty against the Chiefs, just to make sure everybody at home was kind of satisfied.
Yeah, exactly. To get them off the
We're going to do what we got to do. Last week the Chiefs had plenty of penalties.
Travis Kelce sighting.
Yeah.
I mean, Kelce.
And a Barkley sighting for Philly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Philly's off this week.
But he also pulled up lame, too. He had like a
But he's off this week.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, he'll be good to go next week. But
Yeah.
again, it was noticeable, the limp.
6 weeks without a touchdown or something for
God.
God.
Well, he hadn't run for 100 yards.
How is that possible?
Well, because it didn't look like it
weren't
looked like
holes.
Philadelphia had forgotten how to run block.
That great offensive line totally
But I mean,
disappeared.
And I know Rich and I always watch these talking heads things, but it's 100% true. Okay, if you're going to run the ball effectively, your quarterback has to be under center. Yes. And Jalen Hurts is never under center until last week.
Until the push.
I mean, that's why the Lions run the ball so well, is because when Goff is under center, the running game is way more effective, and he can, you can say what you want about Goff, but he can peel out of the pocket and still make those throws. Yeah. So,
I mean, now watching a ton of high school football like I do, almost all high schools are in shotgun or pistol formation all the time. They're not getting snaps under center. Even when it's 4th and 1, they snap it into shotgun formation, and it drives you crazy as an old school guy. Yeah. It's like, wow.
Seaholm, when my son was there for 5 years, ran the veer.
Oh.
The veer.
Like that.
Yeah, exactly.
The coach has got guts.
Oh,
we will be back after these words from our fine partners on Up North Sports Radio's Friday Face-Off, brought to us by TVCAirport.com.
TVC's tip of the day. It's time to book your holiday and winter getaway, and TVC is ready to take you there. Whether you're visiting family and friends or chasing sunshine on southern beaches, TVC is the perfect flight for you. This fall, fly nonstop to Boston with JetBlue and experience the vibrant colors of autumn in the Northeast. Or choose from top carriers like American, Delta, and United. Plus enjoy ultra-low fares on Allegiant. Seats are filling fast. Book your holiday and winter travel today. Explore all your flight options at TVCAirport.com. Gear up like a boss at Blue Collar Clothing. They have the brands for folks who believe that working hard is a way of life. Like the company owner who still clocks in at the mill every day. Blue Collar Clothing on Morenci Avenue in Mile carries their own durable clothing brand, plus Carhartt, Red Wing, and other hard-working American-made clothing and footwear. Or shop for everything online at BlueCollarClothingCo.com. When you work hard, your gear should too. BlueCollarClothingCo.com. Think you know football? Go head-to-head for prizes with the Traverse City Record Eagles' own pro senior sports writer, James Cook. Pick your winners for every Sunday NFL matchup at record-eagle.com. If you beat James, you'll be entered to win a weekly prize from our Record Eagle sponsors. Make your picks each week, plus get contest rules and details at record-eagle.com/NFL Pick'em. Can you show up one of Northern Michigan's most trusted sports voices? James Cook's NFL Sunday Pick'em at record-eagle.com.
Sports fans, check out UpNorthSportsRadio.com for all your Detroit sports action. Get full schedules for the Wings, Pistons, Tigers, Lions, and U of M football. Catch Friday Face-Off live and hit the links with JC on episodes of Finding Fairways. Our high school sports guru, Rich Calkins, hosts the High School Scoreboard Show. And don't miss Traverse City West Titan football and boys basketball action. Catch games live or see past episodes on the podcast page. Real sports fans, go to UpNorthSportsRadio.com.
Welcome back to Friday Face-Off on Up North Sports Radio, 101.1 WGRY, brought to us by TVCAirport.com. Jerry Coyne, Rich Calkins, and Gordon Miller joining us, Miller Lending, MillerLending.com. My new favorite person.
Uh-oh.
The governor of Louisiana.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Oh, that guy.
And McAfee imitating him.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be having it.
That was great.
I think he was mocking Brian Kelly's accent.
I think he was. That's the way that guy talks. He is a Cajun.
Oh
lad.
yeah. The governor.
Wasn't the way Brian Kelly talks.
No, he talks like Paul Prudhomme. That guy is born and raised in the bayous of, and that's you can see why he was probably elected governor because probably go, this guy ain't fake.
No, not at all.
And and I guess Scott Livingston should have seen it coming when he blasted him for 2 straight days. They did fire him this morning.
Yes, they did.
The athletic director. He ain't helping us.
He is not going to hire the next coach at LSU.
Well, right. Yesterday was talking about that. They all have the same agent, Brian Kelly, and the athletic director. Right. And he's like, and I don't know how many players that this agent has on our football team, but this seems collusive.
And Ryan Clark was on one of the morning shows yesterday standing up for the AD and told him not to fire him. He's a good man do all this. And Ryan Clark doesn't have nearly the pull that maybe he thought he did at LSU.
No, he doesn't. He's not the governor of the
state.
No,
of course he's not.
It's a state university, Rich.
Yeah, of course it is.
And they don't have a president.
No. They do not have a president.
LSU, the president either resigned or they fired him. So there is not a president at LSU.
Wow.
And technically, the governor has sway over a state school.
Right. Oh, no, I know all that. That's what I'm saying. I was saying Ryan Clark was trying to make a move there on one of those shows because he said that was the second stupidest thing he said. He called him stupid.
The governor?
The governor, yes. On live TV, and I'm going, whoa.
Okay.
Seriously.
Kelvin Shepard, the next coach of... No.
He got asked a question about that.
Not happening.
He's
Kelvin Shepard is not going to be the coach
at LSU. LSU is going to go
He's been a D coordinator for, 6 or 8 games?
I've got a name for LSU. Ryan Day. He's got to go somewhere else. That can't be his whole career. It's just Ohio State.
Well, it can.
It can.
Woody Hayes did it.
Right.
But that was
60 years ago.
Right.
Right. I mean, the NFL isn't calling on him.
I think Saban should go
Nothing.
Back.
I was thinking Saban.
Think so?
I think Saban should go
my
back.
First thought, I texted somebody right away. I said, Saban's going back to LSU.
According to Paul Feinbaum, they loved it there. And Saban has always said that was the biggest mistake he ever made was taking that Dolphins job.
Right.
Huizinga threw a shit ton of money at him.
Right.
I shouldn't have said that.
He should have stayed at Michigan State. That's where
he
had
right.
the most success.
Yes, of course.
He was a Spartan.
Oh, yeah.
They had him, and they let him go to some crappy school down south.
Yeah.
What an embarrassment.
5 times the money.
What the hell did he do down
Maybe
south?
John Smith will get the LSU job.
John L?
No, John. John. Because he's going to be out of a job.
The other John Smith.
Yeah.
Well, even before Michigan State started losing, I saw his name mentioned for all these other jobs that he was unhappy in East Lansing. It's like, okay.
Watching him on the sideline, man, you just don't get inspired much by him at all.
No, he's not an inspiring thing.
You're just like, do you have a pulse? But I mean, can you get fired up?
Is inspiring? I got Michigan fans that are just, apoplectic
Franklin.
that they keep winning.
Right. James Franklin to Ann Arbor.
Why can't James Franklin is not coming to Ann Arbor?
There's
no way. Larry Ellison can smell a rat 100 miles away, and James Franklin would be a step backwards from Sharon Moore.
Do you think Larry wrote the check for the
yes.
$50 million?
Whatever
it
check they.
I thought he did.
What is he worth? $18 billion?
Too much.
I bet you he doesn't think so.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I bet you his wife doesn't think so.
What is the rich guys always want? More money.
They're always getting divorced, though. They're always miserable.
Yeah. Not Elson. He's way more of a straight arrow than the rest of these guys. Had the same wife for a long time, and
who went to Ann Arbor.
Doesn't fall for the trap.
She's the Michigan grad, not him.
Right.
I think he went to MIT. I mean, his educational
MIT or
background,
something.
yeah, something like that.
Something stupid.
But no, I would love it if LSU came calling for Sharon Moore.
I don't think they will.
Please,
we're gonna wave. We're gonna waive the buyout. Yeah. We're gonna waive the buyout one time waiver.
So they keep bouncing around. I agree with all these guys. I think Kiffin should stay at Ole Miss. It's just like Cignetti. These are the only programs. Saban could have stayed at Alabama for the rest of his life.
Yes.
And Matt Rule got a big extension.
Which is kind of surprising because I think he's overrated.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you've got to do that. I mean, that Indiana had to step up and get Cignetti all that money.
As soon as he got started mentioning at Penn State, they had to.
They had to do that. But what I'm saying is, this is the only place where you can have total control now in football. It cannot be at LSU. I don't care how good Saban goes to LSU, he's still going to get fired. Sooner or later, he's going to get fired. But Cignetti is at Indiana for the rest of his life. Yeah. As long as he wants to be there, he's there. Kiffin is at Ole Miss for the rest of his life.
But that's not his MO.
Well, maybe it is because, all the job hopping that he did tarnished his reputation so badly. The athletic director at USC fired him as he walked off the airplane.
Yes. Pat Hayden, wasn't it?
It was Pat Hayden.
Yeah.
My all-time favorite is still Gerard Gallant. Getting taken off of the team bus and left at the side of the road.
It's true.
That's
a true story.
That is an all-time firing.
That
can never
screw
be
you, pal. Thanks.
Why was he?
Stop the bus.
Gerard was going to come over the seat.
No, I'm not. No, it's not that. It's just, but you love those flowery letters that the athletic directors say, like, we want to thank Coach for his dedicated service to the team.
He meant so much to this team.
His tireless efforts in presenting us with 5 losing records in a row. So, but Gerard didn't even get that.
Yeah.
He just got booted right off of the bus.
Escorted off the bus.
I don't think he was escorted.
No, they just pulled over, opened the door, and he took his stuff, and he was...
You're at your stop.
I think
Get off.
Is your phone charged?
That is what's known, Gordon, as an epiphany. When you're like, they really don't want me here.
Right, that's man.
It was a long negotiation period, and I didn't know if I wanted to come back, and so we just stopped the bus, and I got
off. Is that
off.
the Rangers that did that to him?
Florida Panthers.
He's been fired a few times.
That was Florida.
I mean, coaches are hired to get fired.
Oh, exactly. But you know what you're getting into.
But another one that hasn't been extended yet that's going to get interesting, and Duke did very well with Mike Elko, and they thought they had Mike Elko secured, like Indiana had Kirk Cignetti.
Right.
Kurt was he was going to leave too, but Elko at Texas A&M can just about write his own ticket right now. Yeah. So do they step up, or he could absolutely be a candidate for, maybe Texas when Sarkisian goes somewhere else like LSU. So LSU's not going to get Calvin Shepard. They're going to get somebody who's the all-time winningest college
coach.
Look,
if Calipari leaves Kentucky to go to, where's he at? He's at Ole Miss. Or Mississippi State.
Arkansas. He's at Arkansas.
Right. Okay,
yeah.
so
Arkansas.
Coaches cannot stay at blue blood programs. It just can't happen.
Yeah,
so you have to build your own program.
Yeah, there's a shelf life at those.
You have to build your own program somewhere else and then turn it into a powerhouse. That's all I'm saying.
With about 2 exceptions, which is Duke and Carolina, because they're just going to bring in former players, former coaches. They're all connected.
There's very few spots you can do that.
Yeah, Shire's got a job for life now.
Because there's just the outcry now and the money and everything. It's microwave society. Yeah, it doesn't work. He's out.
Larry Brown turned that job down twice.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You get about a year, maybe, if that.
Coach loved in North Carolina. And Dean Smith and everything else, but he did not want to do that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes back a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. I played for him. I know how the words North Carolina, no matter what sentence you were having,
right.
North Carolina was coming out of his mouth. That's not the way we did it at North Carolina.
Play the right way.
That's right.
Play the right way.
All right, it's time for the Sarah Automotive High School Sportscape show here on Up North Sports Radio 101.1 WGRY. Go to sarahkalkaska.com or Sarah Gaylord.com and get your service appointments, take a look at their great pre-owned inventory, and great lease deals as well. James Cook joining us on the phone. James, I'm going to have to jump on Facebook here and see what your picks are for the NFL this week. But
I don't even remember what they were.
I know you say that every week, but
because it's a long time ago.
Yeah, Patriot game part 2.
Woo.
Yeah, part 2, like Hot Shots.
Yeah, part 2.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to live up to what last Friday was, James.
Yeah, that game was just a classic. I mean, in overtime, when just in the magnitude of that, then overtime, game getting decided on extra points, one getting blocked and one not, and just an incredibly close game. It was just a great game.
It was. I mean, just no doubt about it, man.
Well, if you had any doubts about Drew Esper, you don't have them anymore.
Yeah, he did a little bit about right.
Yeah,
in that game.
He did okay.
Yeah. I did
free rushing.
I did see him selling Chick-fil-A at halftime, and then he was the last guy out of the locker room with the garbage bags.
I heard it was popcorn at halftime, but
no, it was Chick-fil-A. That's how he's getting his NIL money.
Yeah.
That was a joke, folks.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. Though, James, incredible matchup again at Thurlby. Be there, be square. How about this Division III matchup with Gaylord and Marquette once again? The records, obviously, Gaylord's undefeated. Marquette's got a few losses, but I believe they went to overtime in the regular season.
Yeah, I think that was pretty much like last week. It was an overtime game. I think it was a 1-point game or something like that. So it kind of came down to the same things. And is a really good rematch. I mean, Marquette's a pretty darn good team, and we know Gaylord is, of course, going 9-0. We had a story this morning on the Gaylord perfect season and everything. But the Marquette score, it was in week 3. It was 28-27 in overtime. So it came down to an extra point, just like the Patriot game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's great when you got those matchups in the first round of the playoffs. And again, these are all Friday night games here. Another one, Gladwin, the Flying G's. I know they're outside the area that you cover, James, but they're heading up to Kingsford tomorrow. Yeah. So that's a Saturday ball game up to Fliver country.
They'll be on the bus for a while.
Yeah. Yes, for sure.
Yeah, why they don't play that at the Superdome is stupid. That
would be pretty nice.
They should be doing that for every one of those games where somebody's driving more than. I mean, it's still it would take Gladwin still 4 hours to get to the Superdome.
Sure.
So
hey.
Yeah. I mean, and playing in the Superdome's pretty cool. I mean, it's a pretty nice stadium inside. It's climate conditioned. So I mean, if you're going to make somebody ride on a bus for 6, 8, 7 hours, at least maybe have them play in some place that's not 30 degrees.
Yeah, it just that makes way too much sense.
Yeah,
I guess probably because the Superdome wouldn't donate the facility, right? So
maybe,
the MHSAA would probably have to pay for it.
Yeah. How about Ogama Heights is
or something like that? So it's probably cost prohibitive in some way, but it would be nice if that could happen for those teams.
Negaunee traveling on the bus as we speak right now. They're heading to Ogama Heights. Ogama's making them play on
same drive
Friday night. Yeah. They're like saying, "Nope, you're coming down on Friday."
I thought if it was over 5-hour drive, then the visitors get to pick when the game is.
Yeah, what is the official statement on that, James? Do you know?
It's something like if it's over a certain number of miles, I think. And I can't remember how many it is, but then the visiting team gets some kind of say.
Unless they wanted to do it.
Maybe, Negaunee could say, look, we just kind of squeaked in, and let's keep up the Friday night tradition. We'll leave early on Friday, and let's get it over with.
Oh, geez, you got to play Ogama.
Right.
Man. Can we play Thursday?
Right.
Yeah. And there's some coaches that just like keeping up their
the routine
regular schedule of playing on Friday night. that the players are their bodies are used to it playing on Friday night. Although at some point, if you get far in the playoffs, you're going to end up playing on Saturday. So
yeah,
for the most part.
St. Mary's. I don't see who. The news didn't print
Mayo.
Oh, they're playing Mayo at Mayo.
At Mayo, yes.
Okay.
That's who St. Mary's has tonight. Another game at Thurlby.
The news tends to ignore 8-player football.
They do.
It does.
You're right.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
It's too bad. But St. Francis and Boyne City rematch at Thurlby tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And that first time at Thurlby, those two teams matched up just about a month ago. That was a really close game.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice. That was a Saturday afternoon game as well.
That's kind of a rivalry now.
It is for sure.
Yeah.
Boyne's huge. That's the first time I'd seen them this year. They are physically big along that line. Their quarterback's a big, strong kid. They impressed me, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that was a 20-13 game. So one-score game. Boyne was kind of, I think, trailing most of the time and trying to play catch up a little bit, which is kind of not their forte. They would prefer to play defense. Grind it out with some long drives early and get a lead, and then just grind out the rest of the game. But yeah, Boyne is a dangerous team because they have a very good defense. They've got some decent size on the offensive line. They got some quality.
Yeah, and St. Francis is not that big.
No, they're not. They're a small team.
Yeah, they're
very small.
That's that could be a little bit of an upset alert there.
Yeah, St. Francis has definitely got to be on their toes for this game for sure.
Yeah. They're coming off a couple of losses.
Team.
Yeah, well,
against great teams,
Lumen Christi
and Notre Dame.
Yeah, right. Yeah, down there, both of them.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Well, in Boyne City's 6-3, and so basically they've lost their 3 biggest games of the year.
Right.
Yeah.
But all have been pretty close, except for the Kingsley one. Kingsley kind of got a few breaks and some turnovers early, and made that one a little more than a one-score game. But the Charlevoix game was another game that came down to kicks.
Yeah.
At the end, so they've lost two of those 3 big games of theirs, incredibly close, and so I think they're going to be kind of the backs up against the wall. Hey, we got to prove that we can win the big game.
Yeah, and Grayling played them tough as well.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
So anyway, another game on Saturday down at Kingsley. Calumet, the Copper Kings, travel down to take on the Stags at a 1 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, that's another one of the Saturday games.
That's a ride.
Yeah,
that is a ride. Calumet is like in Wisconsin,
the northern part of the Keweenaw Peninsula down to south of Traverse City.
Jeez, that's a 2-day bus ride. God.
Yeah, they're probably already on their way too.
Yeah, and they're playing tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it snowed this week there.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are no leaves left on the trees there.
I'm pretty sure that they probably did. They probably are actually on their way. 'Cause, it's a 1 o'clock game.
Oh, Sarah, you're not going to get up at 4 in the morning and get on a bus to
no.
try to think you can compete.
Well, what is it? It's 10 hours to the bridge, isn't it? I'm trying to remember the last time I drove up to.
I was just my wife and I went up there we went up to Houghton, went up to the furthest.
8.5.
It's on a bus. Yes, it is.
Yeah. So they get.
It is a haul. I'm trying. I'm going to look it up right now. While we're
That's an 11-hour bus ride because it's after you cross the bridge, it's another 3 hours to Kingsley. So, that's a day, man.
Yeah. How about
at regular speeds, which not bus speeds? It's 7 hours.
Okay.
From Calumet to Kingsley.
From Calumet to Kingsley.
I don't buy it.
397 miles.
Almost 400 miles.
Jesus.
Ooh, baby. Yes. All right.
They'll be ready.
They will. A regular car, not a bus.
Yeah.
They'll have trunk or treat right on the bus.
They will, for sure. Also, Division 7 matchup, Menominee and Manton. This is played up in Menominee, and it's taking place tonight at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, this is Manton's first time back in the playoffs since, I think, 2014.
Yeah. Welcome back. You play the Maroons.
Yeah, so it's been a little bit of a It's been a little while, so they did get that updated stadium there now at Menominee. So
glad to see the old fire trap is out of there.
Yeah, I don't know that it was necessarily a fire trap. It was just it was all concrete. So I think
the stadium is concrete, but the wooden press box was so old and dry rotted. There were mice nests. I've called like 5 games from there, James. That we would have to shoo the mice out of the press box.
You told this story like 19 times.
Well, when you hear those upgrades, you're like,
it's a good one.
It is. Menominee, now, they used to be Division 5. I mean, they've dropped down 2 divisions in the last few years here, James, so obviously their enrollment in their high school has gone down quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a combination of that and players going to 8-player has kind of skewed the divisions a little bit. So, but yeah, I think their enrollment is kind of down, and then the 8-player factor is obviously something too that's kind of changed where the dividing lines are in the 11-player football division.
Guys, I just want to remind you, the folks at Sarah Gaylord or Kalkaska remind you that, we might see some snow coming up pretty soon. You want to get your vehicle in and get that winterizing service done before the snow flies and everybody else who's been left behind waiting weeks to get their service done, whether it's tires or tune-ups. They have an award-winning service departments at both the Gaylord and Kalkaska location. Or if your vehicle's not going to make it, they got a great selection of pre-owned or brand-new all-wheel drives like the 2025 Bronco Sport, beginning at just $349 a month. Visit sarahgaylord.com or sarahkalkaska.com for all the low prices from either Sarah Ford. They guarantee it.
Yeah, I'm looking up Menominee's enrollments, and their enrollments back in like the kind of turn of the millennium, were consistently in the 700s. Sometimes every once in a while hitting 800, and now they're at 341.
Yeah.
So about half of what it was 25 years ago.
I can't believe there's
considerable.
a ton of families up there.
But
hey, who's Beale City got?
Oh, Beale City in Division 8. Let me pull that up here. I got it all broken down into divisions.
The presumptive, at least finalist.
Yeah, no question. Yeah. They're going to be. It was a team, I believe, that they've already matched up against, if I'm not mistaken, covering all of these. Let me see here. No, not that one. Scrolling.
Great radio. You don't know James.
I know.
Okay.
I don't have,
yeah.
Division, how about this? Frankfurt.
They play Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart.
Yes. So they're right next door to each other.
Yeah.
Not very far whatsoever. Division 8, though, there are a couple of teams in our backyard. How about Glen Lake and Mansalona?
They just played.
And Mansalona played them tough.
Yeah.
Yep. They played them pretty tough. That was for the conference championship last week, and now it's for the playoffs.
Glen Lake has won a whole bunch of nail biters.
They have. But being a Division 8 team, they play a lot of schools above their.
Oh yeah.
So they've got great experience.
Yeah, they do.
For sure. And then we got an East Jordan and Frankfurt matchup at East Jordan. They're the home team.
The Fighting Manhole Covers.
Yeah. East Jordan Ironworks.
Yep.
Yeah. Do a fine job.
Where their plant now is no longer in East Jordan.
No, it's not. It's right on the under 32.
It's on Gaylord now. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Or no, Elmira.
Yes. Right near the potato fields right
That's
there.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. James, you got any other games you got your eye on? I think we lost James.
Yeah, I thought we did lose James.
Yeah, I heard the click.
Yeah.
Yep, we did. Okay. It's official.
It's all right. He's been insulted.
He's had enough of us.
Yeah, that's it. I don't blame
you guys are done.
Yeah. So. Or dumb.
Or
both.
Both.
All right. So, unfortunately, because of MHSAA rules, Rich and JJ's broadcast of the game between TC West and TC Central is audio only.
Audio only, that's right. No video this time.
No video, but you want to get that call Because you can get it on your phone if you're
Yes.
taking the kids trick-or-treating or whatever.
Right.
You can keep up with all the action happening at Thurlby Field in what will be another massive football game. So I know you guys are excited.
We are, absolutely. Yeah, got to do a better job of stopping their quarterback, their Turnwald kid. He's
Well, it'd be
very
interesting
tough.
to see what Central has devised for Esper.
A whole week. Yes, you're going to see a lot of gang, and then you might have to see other people step up for West now if they send 6 guys after Esper.
Well, that's what I would do as anybody but Esper.
Cam Mink will probably play a bigger role at running back, and maybe
the question is, can you do it?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that Central sat in that locker room at halftime and go, let's stop this guy.
Yeah, and still couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
But they do it, it appeared in that game, and maybe it'll be different this week, Rich, that for the most part, West won the offensive and defensive line battles.
Yeah, they did.
So if they continue to do that, they certainly have the advantage.
They did, that's for sure.
So, but it's always a new game.
It is. Yeah,
and it's Halloween on a Friday.
It is Halloween. The added intrigue to the game.
Yes, there is. All right, that's going to do it for us here on Up North Sports Radio. The Sarah Ford and Kalkaska and Gaylord Sportscape show. Thanks to them for presenting this platform. Back. What else? Just as sports-wise, the Wings are back on the radio tonight, but it's at 10:30.
10:30 late. West Coast.
Yeah,
West Coast.
against the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. That'll do it for us here on Up North Sports Radio.
It's time for today's edition of Buy or Sell on Writer Than You.
This may be a first, Bill, but within Buy or Sell, we have
breaking news.
Whoa. According to Adam Schefter, the Miami Dolphins have fired general manager Chris Greer, who has been with the organization and the GM role at least since 2016. He's been with the organization since 2000. The first head is rolled. Their GM is fired. Chris Greer, according to Adam Schefter, out as Dolphins GM.
I got to be honest. At first, I thought maybe you had mispronounced Mike McDaniel. I mean, look, it makes sense. Paid to a hired McDaniel. Buy or sell, you think this has any bearing on Mike McDaniel's future? In the sense they can save him.
Sell.
Right, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Sorry, I was going to say, yeah. Do you agree with that?
Buy. Total agreement with you.
Buy or sell, this is enough for they don't have to make any moves for the rest of the season. That's okay.
I mean, it's weird because who's going to fire him now? Who's going to fire McDaniel? The owner, I guess.
Stephen Ross.
I would. I mean, sell. Everyone knows he's going to get fired.
Sell.
Just put him out of his misery. Here's the other thing. You can't start. Now that there's a lot of coaching candidates available right now, I get it. But even the process of evaluation can't begin until you hire a GM. What a weird time to fire a general manager. I guess you want to get ahead of it?
I guess, right? But
it's a strange time to do this.
Yeah, especially with the trade. Maybe he doesn't want the team to get traded. So, you fire
Trade
the
the whole
GM so
team?
he can't trade. I don't know. Right, you think the first head would roll would be the head coach, and then from there you figure out the GM after the fact. Interesting. Also interesting, we got a little bit of breaking news before as well.
Okay.
Travis Hunter, Jaguars
Oh,
star
yeah.
two-way player, has been placed on IR and will miss at least the next 4 games. He suffered a knee injury at practice, Bill, and that's where this IR stint comes from. No word on if this is season ending or if he'll be able to come back at some point soon, but all we know, the next 4 games, Travis Hunter will not be playing for the Jaguars. Buy or sell, the Jaguars should already start to regret trading up to draft Travis Hunter.
I'll buy.
Buy.
Buy or sell, babyface James Gladstone could be fired by the end of next season.
Sell.
That's the GM of the Jags.
2 years is interesting, and Shad Khan, their owner, is anything but rational at times. I think they're going to try to see this through. It's you know what? It's a reluctant sell.
Okay.
How would you answer your own question?
I mean, The thing is, could he be fired? Buy. Should he be?
Buy.
Right? He shouldn't be. But the owner is not exactly Mr. Consistency.
You were right about that. I want to include this. We had a caller on the line before. I want to ask you this question. So shout out to Manny in Baltimore, who's has the eyes and I guess the brain behind this question. So he was asking basically, when it comes to like press coverage, right, for some receivers outside, why don't you put athletic tackles out on the edge to press, receiver like Jamar Chase? If you have like a guy like Penei Sewell, if you press him at the line of scrimmage, Penei Sewell's so big and strong that Jamar Chase won't be able to get off the line of scrimmage to run his routes. Buy or sell, you like Manny's thinking that more teams should place athletic tackles at corner to press receivers on some obvious passing downs.
I mean, I'll buy it if they're playing the Bears.
Buy.
I think the receivers would go past them. That's fine.
Quentin Nelson on the outside? Yeah. He's not locking up Jamar Chase?
But buy or sell, I'm missing something, and you embrace this idea that you brought to the air.
Sell.
Okay.
I like the creativity though from Manny. It's out of the box. It's new. Just when you think you've seen it all, you think you've seen every blitz or defensive idea on how to shut someone down, credit to Manny for thinking outside the box.
This is attempted 10